Hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, December 17th. Let's play. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It told us to start with clasp. It's on the wheel 5 times, so it's going to come up a lot. I have a super supporter who suggested it 5 times. All right, so we have an A and an S in place. So my initial thought is ASE. Chase is gone. ASE is tough because every word I think of is actually ACE. We could do ASH just to buy some time, get some letters to help. I want to do like RAS something. So SH would make sense. Brash. This might be a bit of a brash guess, but you know what? It was RAS. So maybe a T? What is this going to be? It can't be grasp. ST, SE, S what else? SK? Not really. SY? I'm trying to think what this is going to be. Is there an RASE word? Erase. Didn't we just have erase? Okay, well, we might have. It doesn't end in E. Does it end in maybe, oh, double S. Of course, I didn't think of double S for some reason. All right, we've got grass. Crass is gone. I'm pretty sure we just had erase. I shouldn't have guessed it. Oh, well, double S. Let's just go with grass. Grass is green. Nice. I even thought of grasp and didn't think of grass. All right. I don't know why double S didn't occur to me. I just didn't want to. I would say I didn't want to double up on a letter, but I doubled up on E just now. It's kind of apt that the answer was grass and I only got greens. It actually kind of looks like grass if you squint. All right, well, let's spin our members wheel. And I'm going to talk about slight change to the change, which is every month that you re-sign up as a member and your word is not picked, it's going to double up. It's going to be added, not double, but it's going to be added again. But once your word is picked, all of it and all of its extras will be removed. So it just basically is increasing the probability every month that you'll get picked until you are, and then it resets. All right, so this is Scott Bathurst's suggestion of climb. So if you would like to follow along, then start with climb with me. All right, let's do some analysis here. So the answer was grass. Oops. And I started with clasp. There are only 23 words left with that AS there. There aren't that many double S at the ends, so it wasn't like that important to consider it. It suggests beast. Brash is actually tied for, or not tied. Brash is second. So that's not a bad one to guess. And I found the 2 words that were left, erase and grass. So that's why it was kind of hard to think of something. There were also some unlikelies. Frass, trass, erase, and rast. The W. All right. It would have gone beast. And actually beast is a little bit less lucky. So now we're going to go amass and then grass. Okay. If it starts with tails, it's suggested start. We go straight to brass. And then we could do crass grass. So it could get it in 3 or 4. With steel, it's going to go, again, brass. And then, so same solve. Adieu, the most common starting word. Clasp. So it's just one step behind. But it's a little bit different in the follow-up. Brash is still second, but it goes trash. Then from there, it could go brass or grass. So it's like a 4 or a 5. Audio. With that A, it always goes table. It's concerned about some traps. AER trap, ASCII trap, ATCH trap, ADDI trap. Things like that. AER. Share is an interesting trap. All right. It's going to go chasm from here. And now we got that AS in place, so it's happy. We're going to go in 4 or 5, depending on luck. Stare, another common starting word. We get quite a few of the letters. It's going to go filler here. Brags, and then grass. But if it didn't do a filler, it might go, well, it's a filler in the sense that it's not going to be the answer. It's not a filler in the sense that it reuses clues. It could go brash here. And then it would do something. It could get grass right away, or it'd do something like grasp, grass, or grass. All right. And then trace tries to get in 2. We have that RA. It goes brand, and then grasp, and then grass. All right. Could it have gone grass here? No. All right. And then finally, place is what the official bot starts with. It's going to do a smart follow-up here, and then it could get brass, or sorry, not brass. It could get grass in 3, but more likely going to get it in 4. Let's check with the official bot, see how people did. Let me grab the screenshot while I'm here. All right. Gave me a 97 skill, 58 luck, 4 steps, which is exactly average. How many start with clasp? 727 other readers start with clasp. Trash being the most common follow-up, followed by brash. Yeah, trash is just better. That T is better than the B. I just didn't think of it. Some people got grass in 3, or in 2. Congrats on that. Beast, roast, feast. T's, gassed. That's an interesting choice. Brass, smash. All right. It liked erase. Liked grass. It just goes place trans grass. Oh, okay. Interesting. 0.2% starting with grass, 0.3% starting with clasp. Popular starting word. All right, we have a 96.7% solve rate. I'll write that down in hard mode. So people are losing on grass. Interesting. Grays, grams, grabs, grands, grads, gravs, grab. So is this like seeing it ends in S and being confused about double S and thinking somehow it's a plural or third person verb? Because those aren't in the answer list. So yeah, well, you think at least hard mode people would know that. All right, well, who knows? Let's refresh and use the screenshot now. I gotta save it. It'd be nice to just let you paste it in. All right, got it. So in normal mode, it gives me a lower skill, 91, 58 luck for. We have 640 people starting with clasp. In normal mode, trash and brash, still the most common follow-ups. Grass in 2 for several people. Brass, beast. All right. It does slate, curbs, grass. Again, ending in S. All right. Clasp is not as nearly as popular in normal mode. 0.4% starting with grass. And we have a 93.7% solve rate. So again, it's like 3% lower solve rate in normal mode compared. And we have similar words that people are losing on: grays, grams, grabs, grands, grads, grabs, grats. All right. It's interesting. I guess it makes some amount of sense. I've explained it before. But if you know enough about hard mode that it exists and that you're turning it on, then you know a lot more about the game than the average player who doesn't turn it on. So you're just going to be better at it. All right. Well, that is it for Wordle. How'd you do? If you would like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.